Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Chronicon. We are going to continue with our Templar. Last episode we made some nice steady progress. Importantly, we found our first legendary sword, which was a pretty big upgrade over our previous one in terms of stats, and also it gave us some nice synergies with our build. It works, it improves magnetic orbs, magnetic field, and blade overload. Specifically improves their range, so that's great. What we're going to do now is we're going to continue in the Perilous Wastes. We're going to be now exploring the Orcish Wastes, which, as you can see, is inhabited by by the Orcish people, who we're gonna promptly mass murder. 'Cause that's just what you do when you're a protagonist in an action RPG. You kill large numbers of people. Oh, how? That was. That was my fault. I could have kept that streak going. I just thought I could swing and hit the enemy, but obviously I couldn't. Okay, let's just get this party started. Once again, well, first of all, I want to get long kill streaks, because it's good and rewarding in multiple ways. But I also want to explore this area looking for optional zones, one of which we've already found. And we have should I should I stay outside to try and keep my streak going, or should I just go inside this? Let's stay outside for a bit. Let's try and get a bit of a streak going. And then while we're doing it, we'll even explore more of the area. I also did notice a couple of dots on the map towards the right, indicating potentially unique items that we could pick up. I'll get to them in due time. Alright. Easy. Oh, once again I thought my own summoned avatars were enemies. I was like, oh, I'll just hit these guys and keep my streak going. But no, this is gonna be a constant source of confusion that's gonna result in me losing my streak. I can just tell. I can just tell. Yeah, and again, I was mentally distracted by that, and oh, okay. One reason we didn't pick up those items probably was because I hadn't enabled my loot collection circle. I guess that's the way to. That's the way to describe it. It's hard to see depending on the background. Against darker backgrounds it's more visible. But anything in this circle that's on the list of things that I've told the loot filter that I'm gonna accept, anything on that list will be automatically picked up, which is a really nice quality of life feature in this game. So, you know what, I'm gonna circle back into these blue dots. And there's another dot here. A couple dots, I guess. Items to pick up. Alright. Keep on going. I do want to fully explore this zone before I start going into you know, any other you know, entrances to other areas inside it. And this looks like it's going to be the the next major area with the main quest progress. But before we go in, let's do the optional zone. Alright. Alright, I think we've just... Hang on, there's the... We gotta go to the south. Because we haven't fully explored that. You know what, I'm just gonna quickly... I'll quickly take a peek. I'll quickly take a peek. Just to make sure that there's no... you know, extra optional zone. Yeah, and it extended farther than I thought it would. So I'm glad I did take that peek. Quite a few enemies in here as well. Ooh, and it looks like it's opening up into a whole other zone with all kinds of people. Yet again, if I had been able to keep a proper streak going throughout this whole area, we could have probably hit 1,000. Yeah, look at these large numbers of enemies. Yeah, we could have definitely done well. But I feel like I'm gonna need better synergies, things that change the way our skills work, that make it easier to target enemies that are further away, or I'm able to use my skills more often. Some way of overcoming the limitation of being a melee class. Because that is a pretty hard... It's a pretty huge obstacle that our warden did not face, because our warden was ranged. And everything she did was ranged. Right. So somewhere in this is either going to be a quest or like an optional boss. I also want to do this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Oh god. I can never tell where I can walk and where I can't. But the map is difficult to read with all of these little things. Even the screen in front of you, it can be sometimes hard to tell what's a wall or what's just a really dark footpath. I think we're fighting a unique enemy right now. Yes. Killed him too quickly to notice what his name was, but I'm sure he's a lovely dude. Right, the other thing about these enemies is they start off underground and untargetable. So sometimes that can also get in the way of keeping your kill streak going, just because what's this? Just because you know it might take that extra split second before they become targetable. At least I think so. I get the sense that you can't target them until after they emerge from the ground, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe you can target them. This is something that I would have been able to notice playing as the Warden, but I guess I never specifically thought about it. Because, I mean, as the Warden, I never really had to worry about kill streaks, because I could just keep on shooting. I never had to notice little things like, oh, is this gonna make kill streaks harder, or you know, look at all these other troubles I'm facing. No, as I never, I took it for granted as the Warden, just being able to shoot as a way of getting my kill streak chained together and not losing it. It's so much more difficult as the Templar. Maybe it'll get easier with future skills, but right now it's definitely a bit of a struggle. And it looks like we do have a trove in this zone, which is good. Excuse me. Ooh, looks like we found a couple things inside said trove. I think troves also give you experience for opening them. Pretty sure. We killed a unique enemy, found a trove. I think maybe that's the only stuff in this zone. Maybe there's no like extra quest on top of that. Yeah, see, like in the darkness I could have sworn, oh, there's a path, maybe this path continues, but no, the path abruptly turns into a wall. So it's very hard to tell at a quick glance where you can and where you cannot walk in these cave type locations. For that reason, they are some of my least favorite. I mean, thematically it makes sense that caves would be like this. But I just prefer open areas where it's easy to navigate. I'd kill you. And go in this direction back to the waste. Let's just make sure we're not leaving anything. Yeah, looks like we've been everywhere. And let's continue. Alright, what else do I want to do? I think I just want to take a bit of a breather just to see if we picked up any legendary stuff. Well, one thing I can do is I can sort by rarity, and this shows us that we did find one legendary ring, the Ring of Horror, and Hammer Blade. Well, we're losing damage, so I'm not going to use that. And Hammer Storm. In the element of the triggering skill. What is Hammer Storm? Hammer skills. Okay. It's going to be a special skill tree that we're not using. Alright, I mean, it's nice that we found it. What does this do? I don't want enemies to run away. That just is really annoying. Even though it's an upgrade on this, and yeah, and I don't want to lose my bonus lightning damage either. Alright. Let's keep on moving. I'll pick that up. Why not? Where was Diana again? Sometimes oh yeah, she's up there. Sometimes it can be hard to spot it on the map. All right. Let's talk to this guy first. Come on. What's your deal? You know, pass. Speak to lady. Okay. That's rude, but okay. Alright, so Knucklehead won't let us pass. Okay, what do you mean? We hiking around these hills, okay? You know, pass. Well, I mean, this is a boss fight. Oh, okay. So we're gonna have to do something before we're able to go inside. And I think I know where to go. Is this it? Is this it? Bloodtooth Arena. Sounds like the place. Alright, so what is the deal with this place? Well, at least it looks like a small place. Alright, are we, Alright. Alright, so far so good. Wave 3 already. I wish these waves would come at us a bit quicker so that we could put together a kill streak with them, but I guess we'll just kill them individually. Boss wave, okay. Oh, let's not stand in that. Are we done? I guess we're done. Okay. That was pretty easy. I didn't even use these shrines, those things that give you some extra bonuses. I'll walk back to the place because I don't think... Yeah, I don't even think the waypoint would have put us necessarily closer. It would have been roughly the same distance. Alright, now having done that, what changes here? Well, you're gonna give me something. Okay, you're gonna give me a sword as a reward. And now, you now pass. Okay. What kind of sword is it? It's a unique sword. We're on legendaries now, though, so... Wait, what's this? Celerity. Is that something we have? It improves physical damage, which I'm not interested in. But at least it's another legendary. So what were you? The Bone Shaman? Alright. I think he's gonna be easy. Yep, he's going down. He's going down incredibly quickly. And he's obsessed with bones. First he wants us to wear his... First he wants to wear our bones. And then when we kill him, he just assumes we're gonna wear his bones. Dude, nobody wants anybody's bones. That's just nasty. That is just nasty. I mean, this is a good set because the 2-item bonus means shrines will always spawn champion monsters, and that's a good way to farm them. Challenge scrolls, I mean, I don't know, I'm not too keen on them. The Whispering Canyon, I think we just go forward, right? Yeah, yeah. That's what our quest is telling us to do. Now talk to you. What do you want us to do? Reach the winding steps. Okay, I'll do that. Before that, let me just check how long this episode has been going. Only 20 minutes. Okay. I get skeptical when I see low numbers, just because I know this game has a tendency to just cause time to evaporate, and usually usually time slips away from me and it ends up being a lot longer than I expect. So it's nice for a change to be like, oh, it actually was about as long as I thought it would be. I mean, that, which is a weird thing to say, that I'm surprised that I'm surprised that it was what I was expecting it to be. That sounds paradoxical somehow, but you know what I mean. In the past, usually I'm like, oh, it's been about 20 minutes, and then it turns out it's nearly an hour, which is a common occurrence with this game. Alright, you know what, I'm just gonna go into this optional area, because it sounds like it's gonna be a good time. Hopefully it's a densely packed area where we can get some good kills. Ooh, but we're also getting damaged. Alright. Feel like I've also been getting a better sense for how to use my abilities. Although, to be honest, when I panic, I still go into a random button mashing mode, which kind of works. It's more efficient if you do things in the proper order. Like you first use, there are certain skills that have a chance of refreshing the cooldown for other skills, so you wait to use them until the skills that they could refresh are cooling down after having been recently used. That way you get a chance to. That way you get the full value out of it. If you don't do that, you're not really using things. See, again, I just did not. I could have kept my streak going, but I just did not respond well to having to go around that one corner. That's on me. That is on me. Right. And find a trove. That gives us some nice experience. Ooh, we've got a bunch of points to spend as well. Okay, let's see what else there's to do. I think we've already done almost everything in this. In fact, I think we've fully explored this place. I'll try to hit all the shrines, because sometimes shrines either give you treasure or they spawn monsters. So it's not just about combat bonuses. So you should hit shrines if you can. Don't go super out of your way to do it. If they happen to be in the way, like, why not just hit them? Alright, so that's an optional area that we got done. Now we continue back in this main zone. And let's see how we do. Oh, well. I thought this area was going to branch off further. Had I realized that quicker, I wouldn't have gone there, because I would have gone in this direction. Kept my streak alive. But oh well. This was never going to be a place where I was going to get a high streak, so I'm not that upset about it. Alright, come on. We're getting small streaks, which are still helping us a little bit. Better than better than no streaks. Ooh, another optional zone. And I might as well just go straight in. Yeah, let's just do it. Okay, another cave. Another cave and another one of these puzzles. Which I really struggle with, but I do have a shortcut for how to deal with them. It's on my phone somewhere. It was a screenshot that I took. Hang on. Yeah, okay, here we go. So, supposedly, you do it like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that works. I should just commit that to memory. But it's tricky enough that I always have to look it up every time. Alright. I think we're reaching a dead end. Alright. How did the fuck did I lose my Man, it really does feel like there's some weird penalty being applied in indoor areas, because I feel like there were enemies all around. Like, how is it that I didn't hit any of them in time? Come on. Come on, game. You're being you're being ridiculous, and I'm losing the ability to speak. That is how annoyed I was. And again, I thought I'd be able to walk through here, but evidently not. Looks like there's a trove inside here as well, which I'm always happy to see. Ooh, there's also a dot back here, which is not a scroll. So I'll pick that up. Man, come on. Yeah, it's so hard to navigate these indoor areas. Like, how do I... Are you... No. You're just a regular enemy, so I'm not gonna... Well, man, what? How do I... You gotta go all the way around like this. Okay. Okay. And so what was the point of this area? Was there a unique monster somewhere that I killed without realizing it? Was it just the trove, or am I missing something? sandworm obviously can't be the thing. Okay, yeah, that's the chest that we opened. You know what? I'm just gonna assume that we're good. I don't see anything. Some areas I think have unique monsters that aren't guaranteed spawns, like they're occasional spawns or rare spawns. Maybe that might be going on in this area. Mate, come on. How the fuck do I leave? Oh god. Yeah, I don't like cave zones. Not a huge fan. Right, I'm gonna make it to the end of this area before I spend my points. Alright. Easy. Alright. Alright. Doing okay. Got another streak of about 50. And now we are, I think, close to the next area. Or maybe not. Or maybe, well, yeah, we are. Alright, alright. And let's just check to see. Yeah, it looks like we've explored the rest of the zone, although frustratingly, it's hard for me, like, is there no way to scroll? Like, having opened the overlay on the map, so in Diablo you could scroll through the map once you open it on the main screen. What am I doing? Come on. I opened a portal that I didn't intend to come. So it doesn't look like there's a way to scroll through the map once you open it in this window. So that's the waypoint. Now we need to pass through a place called the Roost. And maybe if you were playing mouse and keyboard, you could scroll through the map. I feel like mouse and keyboard in general, you'd have a... It would feel more like you were playing a Diablo 2 and probably be a little bit more intuitive. But like, I just prefer doing it on controller. It's easier on the eyes. I feel like when I play mouse and keyboard, it's hard for me to do that unless I'm also a lot closer to the screen, which I don't... that's not as comfortable for me. What I'm trying to say is I'm getting really old, and my old person ways make it harder for me to play games in the same way as I used to when I was a kid. Alright, let's grab that. Oh, we've already got a streak of about 200. I didn't even notice that. Alright. Good stuff. I said I'd spend my points after I reached this area, but that was before we got this really cool streak going. So let's see how long we can keep it up. We're gonna need the location to assist us a little bit by number 1 being open, number 2 having a good density of monsters. But I think we're doing okay. Oh, but hang on, I've got to be careful with how I plan things out. Okay. These effects on the ground are also making it a little bit difficult sometimes to see where I can go and where I can't go. But we did hit 500. Okay. That is good. All right. We hit 600. Oh. That was a dangerous moment for the streak. But I did manage to keep it going. Easy, easy. I went down here just because I thought there would be a few enemies that we could get. Like some extra enemies that we would have missed if we just kept going forwards, if we just kept on going in the upwards direction. And I was correct. Alright. Oh, easy, easy. Getting blocked a little bit by the map. There is an optional area that I will go to, but first I want to keep this streak going and see, can we hit 1,000? That's gonna largely depend on how many enemies there are in this area. Oh no! What the fuck? Oh my god. What did... We had it, but none of my abilities hit those guys. What, man? We fucking had it. Oh my god. Oh my god. We totally had it. Actually, no, it's pretty close. It would have been... No, we would have hit 1,000. Oh man. What a letdown. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. We put in a good effort. I'm proud of it. Okay, our inventory's full. Our inventory's full. So before we can do anything else, we gotta head home. We gotta do some selling. Before we do some selling, let's do some arranging. See what sort of legendaries we picked up. Boots of Hazard. Health on hit. Dancing Maiden. Hearty Dance. I don't know about that. We've already seen that. And now we have some legendary shields. Molten Shield and Shattering Shield. I don't know. I just want to check something. If I go to my codex. So we can find runes. We can also extract runes from like we can extract these legendary powers from items. What I'm gonna do is first of all I'm just gonna sell all unique or less. For the remaining ones, because there might be some unique abilities that we would want to extract later. I don't want to keep the Ring of Horror though. Hang on. Let me just go to my... Yeah, we were holding on to legendary items that we were finding, so let's... We don't need two different versions of that shield. No, hang on, what am I doing? Let's yeah. Let's drop all this stuff. If there are any duplicates, we will I mean, I should get the next row. And should we even get the final? Let's just get the final row. Let's get everything fully leveled up. I know that's a lot of crystals that we just spent. It's going to take a while to you know, get them back. And this was from a set. So I'll put these slightly away. Thunder Stompers? Why was I holding on to these? Because they give me lightning damage. And they can increase movement speed when struck. But why was I using these ones instead? Because they just straight up give me movement speed and I become immune to movement impairing effects. I'll just move that up. You know what, I'll wait. If we find a better version of these boots with a higher level that matches ours, I'll consider that. We don't need this. Okay. Now, how much time are we at in the recording? 43 minutes. We still have time to get more stuff done. So I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna pick up that item that we didn't have room for earlier. Come. There we go. There we go. Okay. Man, I'm still a bit upset that we didn't get a streak of 1,000. But, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I think we've mostly gone through this area, but there's a bit more to the south where there could be interesting stuff. So we're not done. Ooh, and we've got so many points to spend. But I'm gonna hold on to them. I'm gonna hold on to my points. I'll spend the points at the end of the episode. Oh, another cave though. At least it's hitting us with a trove straight away. Okay, let's keep going. This looks like a large cave system too. Yeah, there's gonna be very little chance of us keeping any sort of a streak going under these circumstances. Man, really? Oh, yeah. Lots of situations like that where you think you're going to be able to go through, but no, the game says, nope, there's a wall in the way. You can't go through because of that wall that you couldn't see because of how dark this is and how everything is the same color. Oh my god, come on. Alright. We're gonna have quite a few points to spend. Uh-huh. We're about to lose this streak again. Yeah. Not even remotely surprised. Alright, let's... Here... It might be that the only thing in this is the trove. Although maybe there's going to be a unique enemy. I don't think there's going to be a side quest unless the quest giver is hiding really well in one of these remaining unexplored parts of the map. Alright, let's see. There's a couple zones. One here and one frustratingly very far away from here, closer to the entrance of the area. Okay, and this one doesn't really even have anything in it. That's okay. All right. All right. All right. We gotta now go to the western part. There's gonna be a... I think there's a puzzle. Yeah, there's a... Man, how... I at least wish these caves were better connected, that there were fewer instances where you had to go all the way back around just to get to one of these neighboring areas. Alright. There we go. And I think we're basically done. Yeah, and then there's gonna be a couple things up here, maybe. Extended a little bit further than I thought it would. but not by much. Are you... No, I was gonna say, are you a unique enemy? You're just a regular elite. Well, you did drop a unique item, so... Thanks for that, I guess. And before... Let's see, how long have we been going? 50 minutes. Yeah, before we end off, I do want to fully explore the zone that we came from. So we're gonna have to backtrack a little bit and explore some of the parts in the earlier areas. You see that part below us? Just to make sure there isn't anything interesting that we're leaving behind. Alright. Alright. I'm still a little bit thinking about that streak we could have taken to 1,000. And it would have been tough. We had barely enough enemies in the rest of the map to hit 1,000. Well, but we could have. At the very least, I could have kept it going longer than I had. I don't know, I froze up. I was hoping that one of my longer range skills was off cooldown, but none of them were. I could have just run to the enemy and hit him with my sword, you know, with my basic attack. But yeah. And if we'd gone through the map a little bit more cleverly, and if we'd killed this group of enemies and included them in our streak as we were heading north, we would have definitely hit 1,000, because look at that, 300 already. Even if we'd gotten like half of these guys, we would have hit 1,000. But you know what? Sometimes you make a split-second decision and you just end up going in what, in hindsight, turns out to be the wrong way. Right, but I think now we're fully explored. So I'll go to the next area and maybe we'll have a boss fight there. We'll see. We've got a lot of points to spend. Just trying to grab that shrine. I don't know why it was giving me so much trouble. Okay, come on. Oh hey, yeah, see, sometimes shrines will summon champion enemies. Or like elite enemies. You get a bit of experience for killing them and they have a chance of dropping something nice. Look at another 70 enemies that could have helped us build up our streak if we'd killed them along the way. But oh well. Oh well. We're gonna have a good amount of points to spend. Grab that. Is this gonna be a boss fight? Yes, it is. Okay, the roost. So yeah, let's just go in. We'll end after this boss fight. This looks like a nest. Great observation, Rafalcus. Okay. Oh, easy, easy. Once again, we're doing pretty well against this boss. It might even be time to take the difficulty up one more notch. But let's not be hasty as well. Where are you? Are you dead? Where are you? Oh, do we have to kill all these people? Is that what we gotta do? Yeah, I think we gotta kill. We gotta kill all of them. Yep. Murdered you quite nicely. The Lush Lands. So we'll go there. Hopefully we'll get the portal, the waypoint close to the entrance, and then we'll head back to town. And we'll end things off. Ooh, a hidden oasis. Ooh, we get the portal right there. I think we're gonna get some experience for talking to you. Okay, and now we're close to another level up, so I'm just gonna kill people until I make that happen. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Now that's one more point for us to spend. So I'm gonna go back home. And what I'm gonna do is, first of all, arrange everything, and then I'm gonna sell stuff that we don't need. Legendary shield. What is this? Canes. Okay, now we're starting to get warden items. Warden set items. This is our first warden set item. Except this doesn't do anything for our build. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sell everything. Firestone, poison stone. Hang on. Let's drop a few things off. Poison stone, firestone. Because there's a thing we can craft. Thorns. Could be a thing, although no, I think we'd want to get one of our our proper endgame sets. You know what? I'm not really gonna use any of these unique items. Let's be honest with ourselves. I'm not gonna use any of these unique items. So I should just sell them. I'll keep these because we can do a fun transmutation later on. So I'm just gonna trade. I'm gonna sell everything unique or lower. I'm gonna put this what? Oh, I'm gonna put this in our stash. Our first Templar set item, class set, legendary set item. Not from the set that we want, but I'll hold on to all of them nonetheless, just in case we want to change our build later on. I want one complete version of each set. Right, now let's spend some points. First of all, we could put some points into passion. That's increasing the damage of magic skills, or we could give ourselves an active skill. Ember, man. The problem is we're out of. We are completely out of things to bind our skill slots, our skills to, which is a bit of a shame. So I don't even know how we would be able to use like extra skills, because we have left trigger, left button, right trigger, right button. Y and B are the only things. Unless there's a way to get more. I'm gonna have to, in between episodes, I'll see if there's a way to do that. But yeah, for now, we're just gonna call it good. Let me actually spend my mastery points first. I need 45 skills in Wrath Mastery before this is gonna work. So, you know what, let's just put 5 points into this. And should we start putting points into the Wrathful Conviction synergy? Is it gonna be worth it? I don't know. Well, what is this? Reduces base cooldown of all ultimate skills. That could be a good thing. Aura effect and aura range, or this could also be good. But we're gonna need a lot more points in Wrath Mastery first. Let's just put 5 points into Wrathful, the synergy. Now, what do we pick? Lightning Affinity? Let's pick Ultimate Affinity. And then we can put one more point. We can put 1 point into it when we get our next point. And then there are these general skill trees that we could start putting points into. Which I'll have to think about. And we could start putting points into the Conviction skill tree. I'll have to think about that as well. And now what do we do with our other points? I tell you what. Taunt, Intimidation, making them unable to move. Taunt, forcing them to attack the Templar. Taunted foes are also pulled closer. Because what else can we put points into? Ember. So, like, this is useless unless we also have a magic skill. And this is a magic skill. And a bombardment skill. And this is not even a magic skill. So let's... Ember, what does this do? This is an assault skill. Magic ground effect skill. Scorches the ground, dealing fire damage. Yeah, let's get Ember, and because I just want to unlock a Burning Conviction. And I want to do it without putting points into Passion. Wearing a tome. I mean, we are wearing a tome right now. Anyway, you know what, let's... Now we finally get Burning Conviction. So let's put just put 3 points into this. All fire skills have a 30% chance to... Wait, there we go. And now... Lightning skills will apply Burning Conviction if you have attained it. And now I guess we want to improve our burning synergies? Something to think about. Anyway, let's see how long we've been going. Probably an hour. Yeah, we are past the 1 hour mark. So at this point, I think it's going to be time to bring things to a close. What did we accomplish this episode? We didn't find any amazing gear items. We are still waiting on that. We did find our first legendary set item, but not like this set isn't gonna help us that much because I don't even know which skill tree Flare is. Probably from the fire skill, probably from the conviction skill tree. But yeah, this is not a set that we're gonna use, but it's one of the sets, and this is our first legendary set item, so I guess that's a bit of a milestone as well. But I'll wait until we start finding items from the set that we are actually gonna use before I start celebrating. Yeah, other than that, we also made some progress in this main quest area, and we had another fairly long kill streak of about 900 and a little bit, which I could have extended even further, but once again I choked when I got to the end. But we will get that 1,000 eventually. But all in all, a decent amount of progress in this episode. Gained a whole bunch of levels as well, which always makes me happy. But yeah, that is going to be all for this episode. So it's time for me to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode as well. And I think I need to take a break as well. But yes, I hope you'll join me for the next episode, and until then, take care.